So we're doing a video at the moment. We're doing this little YouTube video. We're trying to get another video going after our last one. We're gonna basically try and keep it a bit more consistent. Try and get a video out every couple of weeks. And we wanted to do one introducing who we are as a company together, going alongside what we've done. Yeah, it's not even deliberate. We're wearing matching hoodies. It's not even deliberate. About what we've done, who we are, and what we're going to do going forward, and what we're going to offer going forward. Because I think, even for our sake, sometimes I think we forget what we're actually doing. In terms of the actual like, it's good to keep putting the brand out there, but we want to obviously know what direction we're heading in, and obviously for you guys to get on board with that as well and see what we're doing going forward.
Yeah, absolutely. Two things. One, we might want to switch off the engine, because that might hear nothing so far. We'll go with that. Two, but yeah, we basically because we promote bits and pieces, so you might know us for certain reasons, but I don't think everyone knows everything that we offer, everything that we've done, and everything that we're planning to do going forward. So for instance, if you've heard of Barbell Resistance, you might have either seen our apparel, you might have seen our promotional video with some of our the people wearing our apparel. You might have been to a seminar that we've run in the past, or to a class. So there's a lot of stuff that we have done, and there's a lot of stuff that we want to do, but we want people to know that that's coming.
The things that we have done, basically, the initial idea for Barbell Resistance was that we were going to get a group of people together, the Barbell Resistance, that were going to take part in different powerlifting competitions. That was what it was based around. We've got a group. We've now done that. We're entering our first competition at the end of July as a team. But it's expanded into something a little bit more than that. And we've now been offering a lot more than what we originally thought as well, and it's happened actually a lot faster than I thought.
Yeah, I think when we started, it was we just wanted this team, and then we got to a point where we were like, well, actually, me and Aaron both have a huge passion for everything within this realm, and there's a lot of stuff that we could offer. So we managed to develop it to the point that the Barbell Resistance wasn't just going to be a team. So instead, that it was the Barbell Resistance were going to educate people. So we ran seminars into the squat and the deadlift, and then it became classes of we could run those things well with the education we had and the understanding we had of doing intelligent classes. So for instance, Aaron's conditioning class on a Monday night, promo, which but focused around intelligent training and progressive training. And then we realised that although we have a lot that we can offer, there's certain stuff that people don't look to us for. So if you want to be a weightlifter, whether or not we have an understanding of that field, you're not going to come to us and ask. So we've got people that are now programming for us. So we have people that have made 2 programs we've already released. There's other ones being worked on. Yeah, we probably will. So the coaches that are working with us, we have John Clark, who's made Elevator, one of our programs for intermediate sort of based powerlifting and strength training. And then we have Sylvia Costa, who made our other program, which is Power Builder, or Power Building, which is for beginner to intermediate, and again based around strength training and hypertrophy training as well. We have a few more that are looking to be released and new people we're bringing on, but the idea is we want to be able to offer people as much in every field as possible, get rid of any sort of myths in training, intelligent training only, effectively.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's all genuine information. The guys that have written programs for us aren't just random people that have said, oh, can we work with you, or we've asked just to work with them for no reason. They're very, very knowledgeable people. They know what they're doing, and we wouldn't have it any other way. We wouldn't take on just random people that are going to write programs. They're all progressive. There's all a reason why they've done everything in that program.
Yeah, and we've vetted everything. So everything that is we don't just accept someone's going to write a program and just give it out to everyone. We check it, we discuss it with the people, we make sure that it fits the clientele that we're trying to provide.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're one of the people that see this video and you think that you've got something unique to offer, feel free to give us a shout and see if you want to get in touch. And if you're interested in those programs, same thing.
Yeah, I was going to say, from a program point of view as well, I think we don't, maybe when we advertise it, we don't stress enough the importance of having a plan and a program actually in there, because I think there's a lot of people, even potentially that we train with or we've seen in the gym, that might benefit from just having a plan and a program written out. Honestly, like, it's not a case of, oh, do this, it might be fun. Like, you should have some form of programming, you should have some form of plan. Whether your goal is strength or hypertrophy based or whatever it is,
Yeah, whatever you enjoy about your training, there should, like, obviously some people go off plan to a degree, but there should be a basis to every time you're in the gym. Otherwise, it's exercise, it's not training.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So yeah, we try to offer that intelligent perspective. The one thing that makes us relatively unique, actually, there's a few things. One is our experience as individuals. So obviously, we've both been in the powerlifting world for a little while. We've both done coaching with people, and we're both quite experienced and educated to the specific scientific principles of training. But one of the other things that I like to pride us on is that we're not really we're kind of a no bullshit approach to a lot of this. So it's not so much that when we didn't do this just to make money. We did this because we wanted to see a high level of ability in the general public. We wanted there to be more education, more understanding, more knowledge, and we thought we could offer that.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I think there's enough out there already, which is just, you know, done through, you know, good marketing and the standard kind of training. We want to be able to offer a little bit more than that, something a little bit different.
Yeah, it's very easy just to like write some crappy programs. Like, frankly, it's a lot easier to write some crappy programs, sell them off, and try and make money that way. But we wanted to do this properly and wanted to do it well, which is why we're pushing so many different.
I was going to say, if we were just out here to make money, we wouldn't be doing it this way in the first place.
Not at all. This would be a horrendous method.
Much easier way of making money.
Yeah.
But the point is, we care about each individual.
Yeah, we're working with each individual on a detailed basis. This isn't just give someone a program and get rid of them.
Yeah, so just going through like what we have done already. I'm just looking at my phone for notes because I've kind of I forget everything basically. So yeah, the things that we've basically done so far. Obviously, Callum mentioned that I run a class once a week, which is a conditioning class. Ideal for any sort of athletes, powerlifters even, that are looking to improve their conditioning to increase their work capacity. Callum's actually run seminars in the past as well, and he's still going to be running seminars in the future, which are, you know, great for your technical side of your lifting, to go through all the different cues. To try and progress in that, and it is necessary. Even if you think, you know, you've got a good squat, there's no harm in learning a little bit more. We've even said ourselves we'd probably go to seminars if the right people were.
Yeah, I mean, if there was someone that was able to teach, because I think a lot of people think that just because they've done the movement that they know entirely what they're doing, and it's not entirely true.
No, there's always ways you can improve.
Like, if you want to just double check on where you're at with that, you can send us videos of what your training looks like at the moment, and we can suggest that there are things to be improved. Just give you a point, because I did form checks on that just to kind of teach people there's a lot more to learn. Like,
obviously we have offered coaching. Obviously Callum's got his clients, I've got mine. Obviously we enjoy more the powerlifting side of that. So the programming, helping individuals through like powerlifting, going into their first competitions. Callum's training people that are even a little bit more experienced than that, have got further goals, which is really good. And then the other thing that we have offered so far, which is something I didn't think I'd ever get involved with, is obviously we've got the apparel.
Yeah.
So we've got the clothes out there as well.
Which grew a lot faster than we expected.
Yeah, definitely.
Initially we talked about having it just for our own people, and then there are a lot of people who aren't our athletes who just want to be involved with the movement that we're trying to work on. But yeah, it's just going to say on the athletes basis, like, that's one thing we want to make clear as well. We are for all groups, so we've worked with people who are literally your average person who just wants to get a little bit better at life. I'm not cutting it. Who wants to come in and just improve their day-to-day activities, and then you have the people who are like a little
bit more serious.
Yeah, competitive powerlifters. They're national level competitive, who are training with us as well. And then as for the apparel, we've got things like our hoodies and t-shirts that grew relatively large, to the point that we're actually now having fun with it. We've just released the next t-shirt that says "fat and caffeinated" on the back, trying to be ironic and funny. It's not just taking the piss.
A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
In the very near future, we've got a first competition that's coming up at the end of July. Obviously, we're at the beginning of June now, so we've got, I think, 7 to 8 weeks.
About that.
By the time our first competition is together, I'm pretty sure we've 12 people.
Yeah, it should be
12 people going down, which is quite exciting. Again, I didn't think that would happen, especially within like the first few months.
I was going to say, for the first competition that we've released that we want to do this for, and 12 people were straight up interested, shows that there are a lot of you who might be keen and just haven't really had the edge to push forward. And we will be doing this again in the future. Like, we intend to do more competitions and take a team every time. And it's a massive benefit. I don't think people understand having that group around you, having people to help you with your numbers and the stress that comes with competing. It's massive, and I almost regret that I never had a team that I could have joined with.
Oh, definitely, yeah. And the other thing I'd add to that as well is like you said before about we've taken on people of all abilities. Like, if you are interested in the sport, or if you just enjoy weight training, I'd say even to the point, if you just enjoy weight training, get yourself signed up for a competition. Like,
Yeah.
why wait? Like,
There is no set standard.
No.
Like, to think that you have to be a certain level to go to competition is rubbish. I know that seems like it in some sports, but powerlifting
Yeah.
is not the same way.
No, not at all. Like, at the end of the day, if you're pushing your training, you're training for something. Then, if you've got a competition, you've actually got something to aim for. Because I think in terms of like your motivational level and stuff, you've got nothing to train for. It's probably going to end quite quickly.
Yeah, like even if you think you're dedicated and driven now, sign up for a competition and see how your training changes the next day.
Absolutely.
Like you work so much harder, and then if you need a plan,
Yep. Don't come to us. Ours are shit. No, definitely. Like, as I say, come to us, and obviously we can give you a hand. We can take you through the entire process. It's not just here's a program, a generic program for 10 weeks. Follow that, and you'll be a little bit stronger. We'll literally take you. We'll explain to you why you're doing each bit as you go along as well. And I'm actually looking, obviously after this competition, I think both of us as well are looking at another competition that's a little bit further away. I probably will, and I think Callum is as well. We'll be looking at actually travelling down there, making a weekend of it, taking people through the whole day, not just
creatine. If you want to learn about it, even if it's just that you want to do the meet, but you don't want to walk away from it going, "I did it and I'm done." If you want to learn about it, we aren't just trainers. We're not going to just be with us and you're going to do the exercise and go home. You can ask as much as you want, and we should have the answers. We should be able to tell you why you're doing that session, where in the process you're at, and where you're trying to get to, and teach you as much as you need to know. Don't get me wrong, it's always helpful to have a coach, but the idea is to teach you as much as possible so you become an athlete, definitely. Not just someone who's training.
Yeah, I'm not into doing sessions for the sake of doing sessions.
No.
Like, I don't ever want to be that person who just picks like fancy exercises just for the sake of doing them, and there's no progression in there. Like, as I say, there'll always be a reason why you're doing everything if you're training with us, and obviously we'll take you through that entire process. After that, there's more stuff that we'll be looking at, obviously, as well as more competitions in the future. There's other stuff that we're looking at, and one of the first things that we're going to look at when we get back is looking at doing some charity events.
Yeah.
Don't know why I'm laughing at that. I think it's more scary than the thought of what we're actually doing.
Yeah, we came up with a couple of ideas of what we could do. I don't know why even we went to charity events so quickly that we wanted to do it, but it was just something that we thought if we have a little bit of a reach, it was probably like we should get it done. Like, it's worth
definitely.
doing.
And, well, it's always good to do stuff charity. Like, why not?
And now we've got the opportunity to do something with a bit of attention to it. That
Exactly. Like, we can use. Not that we've got a huge following. This is our second YouTube video, but hopefully,
killing it.
Yeah, we could come on those 4 followers, right? But 5.
Maybe 5.
Yeah, maybe 5. Hopefully we can use that to add to the charity events, get more people involved, and hopefully raise a little bit of money. As well as the events themselves, we'll go over that in a second. We're probably going to be releasing more apparel, and they're going to be themed towards those charities. So we'll go over this in more detail another time. But between us, we've got 3 charities. I've picked one, Callum's picked one, and we've picked one together.
Yeah.
And we're going to obviously do something for each of those charities. I think one I'm going to be doing individually. One you're going to be doing individually, and then we're going to have like a team one as well, where we get everyone from the Barbell Resistance involved, and we're going to do something together. Do you want to go over what you're going to do?
I was just going to say about the apparel front, we're not just doing that to make money. The money from that will be going to charity.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Obviously, all the profits from that will be going to charity. We're not keeping any of that.
No, absolutely. Yes, the challenges that we're going to be doing for charity. I'm going to be doing something that's slightly to my strength, but it's going to be like cardio. It's so warm in here. Slightly towards my strength, which is going to be a 1 hour deadlift with 180 kilos. I don't mean that's going to take 1 hour. I mean I'm going to do as many reps as possible with 180 kilos in an hour.
Disgusting.
That'd be amazing. And then have people donate per rep. I won't say how many I'm shooting for, but it can be anything from a penny per rep to 5p to £1 if you're really brave. I was going to say that.
Wow.
You never know.
£2.
I might let's see if I can get someone to put £1 per rep and pretend I can't move that.
Yeah, just be
if I get it for 2.
Yeah, all these training videos of you struggling with it.
So yeah, that's my one, and then Aaron's.
I have a surprise for you.
Oh shit!
So I wanted to save this when we did the actual video, but I've changed what I'm going to do.
Oh, for God's sake! You say kayak.
So I was meant to be doing a sponsored cycle, which I kind of just did because it was a generic thing to do. I think everyone does a sponsored cycle. I don't do cardio, so it would have been difficult enough, but everyone does that, and that's a bit boring. So one of my friends last night bought a kayak. One of my friends bought a kayak last night, I don't know why.
You're gonna die at sea.
We saw, me and Callum saw a couple of people kayaking down the seafront near where I live, and we thought it would be good. Spoke to one of my friends about it, and he's actually gone a little bit further and actually bought a kayak, storing it in his living room.
Hero.
So I'll be either renting or purchasing a kayak, and I'm going to do a sponsored kayak. Is that what you call it?
Can we just now, for charity, we can plan ahead as well that we'll do a charity event for when Aaron dies at sea.
yeah.
Okay, yeah. So that's the new
sorry
plan.
to throw that on you, but
Any certain distance?
I don't know what to compare it to because I've never been in a kayak before.
We'll come back to the details on that one.
But we like the idea of something like, I don't know if this is too short or too long, but something like Shoreham to Brighton.
I think that's, regardless, it's going to be quite long, as you don't kayak.
Yeah, because like I literally see how those guys are moving, but I don't know. Someone might know about it and they'll be like, "No, that's too easy."
Yeah, maybe you guys
That
can
might
give
be
us some
ridiculous,
ideas.
I don't know, but
Here to
maybe
France.
more like 10 meters, 10 meter kayak. But no, I will be doing that. I like weird things, and that's pretty random.
Spot on.
Yeah.
And then we have the team event, which is going to be, we're going to take the Barbell Resistance. Anyone who is coached by us, I don't know who we'll open it to, maybe just to our athletes and people.
Yeah, or anyone who's even got a bit of a power or just wants to get involved, I guess. Like, mainly
See,
the guys
like,
that we
if you're
train, I
involved
think,
in
but-
some way with Barbell Resistance, then you'll be invited to this, I guess.
Yeah.
And we're going to do a sponsored hike, I guess.
Yeah.
Of where are we going?
We always get confused. The mountains in Britain.
The biggest mountain in Britain that we're allowed to hike.
I feel like they might be called either like the Three Peaks or something like that.
There's a Three Peaks Challenge, but one's
that
in
not
Glasgow.
Oh, well, we're not doing that.
No, we're doing one of the peaks.
Oh, okay.
No, the Three Peaks are three different.
The One Peak
I'm going
challenge.
to cut some of this.
um,
Yeah, basically we're going to do a big hike to a big mountain, and it's going to be hard. And we're going to take people who are lifters and don't do cardio.
yeah, basically, yeah. We're going to be taking people that do the complete opposite and throwing them into that situation. So that'll be
Yeah.
fun. Do you want to start?
Which, yeah, so this is probably going to be in the title because clickbait as fuck. So one of the things that we, as every lifter, wanted to do at some point, when you start the gym, you really want to open a gym. And it's something that me and Aaron really beneficially, as the reason we work together, is because we see very eye to eye on what we would want to do with opening a gym. So we initially discussed it, kind of like as an idea, and it is moving ahead relatively fast.
Sorry.
This guy.
Yeah,
But no, it's something that is actually not only a possibility, but probably going to be a reality at some point. We intend, I can't really say when, but
we're looking at 2018.
yeah,
some point.
we're looking at having a place that will be our own gym, the Barbell Resistance, where it's going to be based around, again, intelligent training. So the essential stuff, starting off with things like power racks, platforms, good quality equipment, that makes a big difference to lifters who have the intentions to train properly. So it's stuff that maybe your average person won't appreciate straight away, but as soon as you come to the gym and you spend 5 minutes talking to us, you understand why everything is there.
Yeah.
And it's working from a few different perspectives, because we want it to be based around intelligent strength training, based around sport-specific training, and based around rehab and prehab as well. So we want it to cover a big basis of being an intelligent training athlete, person, whatever you want to call it. Bit of everything.
Say like probably the same with Callum as well, but something I've always wanted to do, even when I had no idea what I was doing, was probably open my own gym.
Yeah.
And I remember like as a 17-year-old going around checking out all these things, thinking,
Yeah.
this is a good idea, but I have no idea how I'm going to make this happen.
And I think
whereas-
it's something everyone wants to do initially. We all want to,
Yeah.
we get carried away with the idea, but we're at the point now where it's actually quite feasible, and we have a good idea of what we're doing and a good idea of where to take it.
Yeah, and the thing is, I think, especially to anyone who's watching these videos, taking the time to watch these videos, like we,
Thank you.
yeah, obviously like massively appreciate you watching it and the support, and obviously your ideas as well, because obviously we obviously have an idea of how we're going to set up our facility when we get it, but obviously we want to know what you guys are looking for in terms of like equipment, in terms of training.
Yeah,
Obviously at the
what
same
you guys
time,
think
we've
is
got to run a
important.
business, so
Yeah. At that point,
it's not just going to be putting a gym together that we want. That
we just
we're
want
happy
pretty
with.
things so we can go lift.
Yeah, just make somewhere we can go lift. Every gym, I suppose with a should, has their own niche. So there's a reason why they're opening up, and they're not just going to open up like every other gym. Like obviously you have your 24-hour gyms, you have your strongman gyms, your more commercial gyms, and I think something that we've talked about and that we want to offer is, it sounds so cliche, but being more than just a gym. So we want to people that sign up as members, or people that are members of the gym, however you want to put it, can potentially then find a way to integrate that with being coached by us, working towards something, perhaps having like a gym program that a lot of people can follow, that we can get them together and obviously get them running the same thing to create that sort of team atmosphere and that group atmosphere. I think realistically we want the sort of people that come into our gym to all be aiming towards similar stuff. They don't have to be powerlifters.
They just have to be training well for a goal.
Yeah.
Because if you come into the gym and you find you've got to do a certain session and someone's doing a similar style thing, or someone's just pushing themselves equally as hard, that's going to be a hell of a big difference to going to your normal leisure gym and there's a couple of people playing on cardio.
Yeah, exactly. Like sitting on the phones. Well, there probably will be people sitting on the phones. That's sort of everyday life now. Yeah, me and Cam probably. But yeah, like I say, just imagine having that atmosphere where you can go into a place and knowing there's probably 10, 15, 20 other people working towards exactly the same thing you are. Being able to like jump in with someone on the squat rack that's running the same program as you, going for the same things, and get people
going for the same meet, stuff like that as well.
Exactly, yeah, like exactly.
Ah, that'd be amazing.
Even that specific, and you know that's sort of the goal of it. So it's not just we've got some machines, like play around with that. And that was the other thing I want to say. Definite emphasis on quality equipment over quantity.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like realistically, we're not going to be able to open a massive facility that has endless amounts of varied equipment, loads of machines, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, but what we do want to do is make sure that everything we do get is going to be of good quality. So, like, there's a lot of gyms around that will like have incredible amounts of equipment, which is great because to an extent you do need that for some stuff. But you know, if we can get like a really good power rack, we can get a good deadlift bar in.
Yeah.
We can get the stuff that's actually needed before, and it's still even now. I think there's a lot of gyms that miss out quite valuable piece of equipment
massively
when they go for other things first.
Yeah, they go for the silly stuff that might seem like it appeals to the general public, as opposed to important equipment that if the general public came across, they'd realise how important it was. Like silly stuff.
Yeah, like I mean, like we talk about potentially having things like a belt squat machine.
Yeah.
Or like a reverse hyper. I've never been to a gym that have those bit of equipment, but I've been to gyms that have had like 10 chest fly kits, which is fine. Like that appeals to some people, obviously, but
we don't need 10 of them. But just because I'm also concerned that the battery's dying slightly. So but also one of the things we wanted to offer as a gym was have educational stuff going on. So more seminars, classes, courses being offered as well. So if you want to become a coach yourself, or if you want to just become educated in a certain field, or just improve yourself as an athlete and have it run by people who come down to teach there, there's going to be a huge amount that we can offer. We want to have classes being run in how to do all kinds of different types of training, conditioning nights and stuff like that going as well, and then high-end courses, because so for instance I work in rehab. I want there to be able to be rehab-based courses being run there, for physios, for rehab professionals, stuff like that. There's a huge amount that we want to do with this space. We just need you guys to come along.
As well as, you know, potentially even in the long run, maybe not our first facility, but eventually being able to have like competitions ran at our gym.
Yeah, absolutely.
Have, as you say, have seminars from other people come and do things at our gym as well. In the future, year after year, we will be looking to do more powerlifting competitions as well. So again, if you're this year, if next year, I just do it as quick as you can, really. But get yourself signed up for a competition.
And also, the earlier you get to us, the better. Like so I know this sounds ridiculous.
No.
But if you come work with us now, and we've got 6 months to work with you, we can do masses of things.
Yeah,
if you come to us 6 weeks from a competition, there's such a big limit on what we can do with you. We can make things a lot better and a lot easier. But the more time you give us, the better it's going to be, and the more you'll enjoy the experience.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to leave it pretty much there, as this has gone on like our last video did. If you watch these, thank you very much. If you've got to the last bit, the only other stuff we're going to ask of you is that you do follow us on our other pages. So if you could subscribe to this channel so that you can see some of the videos we're going to be putting out more often. Five's not a good number. 5 followers. I don't even know if it's 5. I think it might be 4. It's 4 or 5. But on every platform, we're going to be Barbell Resistance. So YouTube, Barbell Resistance. Instagram, Barbell Resistance. It's hard to remember. If you're interested in the apparel, you can shout either of us on our email, barbellresistance@gmail.com. It's getting tricky.
Yeah,
and then
Spotify.
Individually, Spotify, we have a playlist, Barbell Resistance. Feel free to add your music. But yeah, please do keep a track of the stuff we're doing. We're trying to do a huge amount, and the only reason we're doing it is for people, and the only way we can do it is with people paying attention. So yeah, do follow the pages. Please leave comments on what you're interested in, what you think of it all. If you think we're dickheads, I'm happy for you to comment that as well.
Oh, we are.
Yeah, that's pretty bang on.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I'll say as well, obviously, like, if anyone does watch this, leave in the comment as well about about anything that you actually want us to talk about in the future as well, because obviously we're going to be trying to make this thing a bit more consistent, and we need topics to talk about.
And shorter. We will do them shorter.
Oh, yeah, they're not all going to be 29 minutes, 3 seconds long. That's not even going to be accurate when it comes out.
No, because it's
going to be cut down.
Hopefully 28.
Yeah, it might be 28. But yeah, obviously we need stuff to talk about, and we want to know what other people actually want to know.
And we have a fair few fields we want to cover. So if it's anything from you don't know how to improve your squat to I don't know what conditioning work I should be doing, or
literally as basic as you want.
Yeah,
or
literally
as
anything and
advanced as you
everything.
want,
We'll
like-
cover short videos. It can be up like 60-second video. We don't mind sticking it up just to give you some,
Yeah,
some
definitely.
clarification.
Yeah, so do you want to give your Instagram?
Oh yeah, follow me on Instagram. C_J_Barney, because I made that difficult.
Yeah, do you want to follow my Instagram, please? Because he has so much more followers than me,
So beautiful.
and I'm so sad.
Which is modestly.
The Instagram name's Elite Strength.
Sorry, did you say that again?
Elite Strength.
Okay,
on
because I'll put
Instagram.
that up on the screen as well.
Yeah. But my Instagram name is not at all based around what I think of myself as an athlete. My Instagram name's based around the standard of service that I aim to give when I was doing personal training. You're a fucking dickhead. Yeah, so I'm not some like arrogant person who thinks he's really strong. I just obviously aim to give a good service. It used to be Elite Strength Personal Training. It's now just Elite Strength.
Yeah.
Yeah, follow me, please.
Follow us both.
As I say, genuinely though, it does help. And obviously, I know it's a bit of a touchy subject, but obviously there probably will be a lot of people that will watch this, which are fine, and then not bothered to do anything. But honestly, if you take like the 5 minutes to subscribe to the channel, make an account, and then just follow us,
Like it takes so little
literally,
time.
it'll take a tenth of the time of this video was ran, so you probably do have the time to do that, and to give the occasional like or the occasional share on our social media
In
stuff.
fact, do it now.
Yeah, literally.
Like, while you're watching the video, like us on Instagram, follow our pages, and subscribe. It does not take long, and don't be one of those people, please, who tells us about how great the things are that we're doing, and don't like or share anything. Like, it's just kind of a kick.
Yeah, because basically, I'm not being funny, but if like in the future, if we want to run a gym and we want to be a bit more successful and we want to grow, we're relying on the support of the people that are local and the people that are following us at the moment. That's literally the base of what we have. So if we want to expand, we're going to need you guys to do that as well. As I say, obviously we do really appreciate it, and some of you are incredible, and you'll like and share everything that we've got. And I'm not asking you to do that, but any little of that on social media.
Like I just put names up of people who have shared shit.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks to all of you. Yeah, so that's basically it.
Yeah, we'll leave it more or less there. And then please do check on the next video. Let us know what you want to see, and do subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Peace.
Bye.
So how do you want to start it?
Hi.
Oh, that's fun.